Think about the last time someone said something that instantly tightened your chest. The urge to explain, correct, or defend showed up immediately. But there was another option available. Sometimes taking one extra moment to pause before you respond can make all the difference. This is not always intuitive. In high-pressure moments, silence can feel risky. It can feel like hesitation, weakness, or loss of control. Most people's instinct is to fill it quickly, explaining, defending, correcting, because speaking immediately feels necessary when something registers as a threat. But the composed person relates to silence differently. Silence is not an empty gap. It's a moment where nothing has been committed yet. Watch what happens in real conversations. Someone says something controversial. The room tightens. The calm person doesn't react immediately. Instead, their attention moves to what's happening in the room. The internal reaction comes second. They orient to the situation instead of the sensation. Taking a moment to pause isn't about calming down. It allows you to see the situation clearly enough to choose your response. Where is this interaction actually going? What's being asked? What would move it forward instead of just releasing energy? This is restraint. Not everything needs an immediate response. Taking a moment keeps more options available. Most people start talking before they know where their words will even land. More composed speakers wait until their direction is grounded. That brief silence prevents momentum from taking over. Notice the body language. The face stays neutral. The jaw doesn't tighten. Breathing doesn't stop. Nothing dramatic happens. That's important. In that brief pause, nothing specific is being conveyed. It's simply the absence of unnecessary movement. This is why pausing before speaking often reads as strength to others. It suggests there's no internal rush, even when the moment is tense. That steadiness tends to pull the conversation toward the speaker. And timing often matters more than content. The same sentence spoken immediately can escalate. Spoken after a pause, it can land as grounded or final. That's how composed speakers use timing. They also know that not every thought needs to be spoken. Some reactions are accurate and still unhelpful. A statement can be true and badly timed. A moment of silence helps separate what can be said from what actually needs to be said. Now, this isn't about slowing down every response. Plenty of reactions can be immediate and still be appropriate. Emotion moves fast, and most of the time, that's fine. The benefit of taking a brief pause shows up when the moment carries weight, when what's said will shape the exchange instead of just expressing a reaction. If you want to train this, pick one trigger in advance. Being interrupted, hearing your name said sharply, getting a question that feels loaded. When that initial trigger happens, don't slow everything down. Just let one full exhalation complete before you speak. Not a deep breath, just a full exhalation. During that moment, notice one external detail: the other person's posture, the room, the expression on their face. Pick something objective you can point to, then speak. That's it. No analysis, no self-talk. You're training the ability to stay uncommitted for half a second longer. Over time, that half second creates distance between the reaction and the response. And that distance is where calm speakers tend to enter the conversation. That's usually the moment when the room starts listening.